The Seventh Devil, a fight for freedom, equality, and justice *### introduction. I, the devil, speak against the religion of death, violence, and control. I am the seventh devil within Islam. But let me be clear, I do not stand for evil. I stand for truth. My mission is to expose what they try to hide and to warn you before you step into a religion that is not what it claims to be. Islam may appear peaceful on the surface, but beneath its polished exterior lies violence, oppression, and control. I do not write this to sow chaos. I write it so that you can understand reality. I have seen it from the inside. I have lived it. I do not deny the existence of God, but the God Muhammad presented is not the God I pray to. ### Chapter 1. My journey through Islam. From faith to liberation, I grew up in an unusual Muslim family. My mother worked, earned her own money, and my father accepted it. We lived almost like a Western household, much like 1960s America, when the fight for gender equality had begun. But outside our home, there was another reality, a conservative one. As I grew older, I began to question, why should women be subordinate? Why should I not have the right to think freely? Why must we follow rules from a time when slavery was permissible? Islam teaches you not to question, but I questioned anyway. And I realized that beneath the peaceful rhetoric lay a system of control and submission. ### Chapter 2. Islamic norms and crimes against women * physical and sexual violence * in the Quran, 4:34. It explicitly gives men the right to discipline their wives. This verse has been used to justify domestic violence. The Quran also allows men to have sexual relations with female slaves and captives of war. Women are treated as property, not as independent beings. Honor-based violence and control * many women within Islam live under constant threat. If they are perceived to have dishonored their families, they risk abuse or even death. Women's bodies and sexuality are strictly controlled to maintain the honor of men. Legal inequality * in Islamic law, a woman's testimony is worth half that of a man. A daughter inherits only half of what a son does. Women lack autonomy. They must seek permission from a male guardian to marry or travel. This is not equality. This is oppression. ### Chapter 3. Animal sacrifice and the symbolism of the pig in Islam. Every year during Eid al-Adha, millions of animals are slaughtered in the name of God. They claim it honors Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son. But what kind of God demands blood? I refuse to accept such cruelty. The pig is particularly despised in Islam. It is considered najis, impure, and its consumption is strictly forbidden. But to me, the pig is a sacred animal. It is innocent, and I see no impurity in it. I am a vegetarian, and one day, I will become a lacto-vegetarian. I reject any tradition that is built on blood and death. ### Chapter 4. The three faces of the Dawa movement: manipulation, violence, and naivety. The Dawa movement claims to spread Islam peacefully. But here is the truth. There are three types of Dawa groups, and none of them are innocent. 1. The violent Dawa group ***. This branch is directly connected to extremism and radicalization. They believe it is their duty to impose Islam on the world, by force if necessary. They justify terror, war, and murder in the name of their God. 2. The manipulative Dawa group ***. They preach that Islam is peaceful, but they lie. They hide the violent verses of the Quran. They use propaganda and deception to lure vulnerable people. And once they have you, there is no way out. 3. The naive Dawa group ***. These are the ones who believe Islam is pure love and peace, because they refused to see the truth. They read only the comforting verses while ignoring the undeniable evidence of violence and oppression. Chapter 5. Prophet Muhammad. The man behind the myth Muhammad was no divine being. He was a man. A man who suffered. He lost his parents as a child, struggled with loneliness. And there are signs that he may have suffered from mental health issues. His revelations began during periods of isolation, symptoms of psychological turmoil rather than divine intervention. It is time to stop idealizing him and to see him for what he truly was. A man seeking power, not an infallible prophet. Chapter 6. Ex-Muslims and secular Muslims. Two sides of the same battle. Ex-Muslims and secular Muslims face the same enemy, the conservative and extremist branches of Islam. Ex-Muslims ***, leaving Islam often means facing death threats and social exile. They risk losing their families and their lives. And yet they fight. They refuse to be silenced. Secular Muslims ***, they attempt to reform Islam from within, but they face the same threats as ex-Muslims. They know that if they speak too openly, they could lose everything. Both groups have been targeted. By the Dawa movement, which sees them as traitors. But they stand firm, because they know that the truth is worth defending. Chapter 7. Sufism. The softer path. If there is one part of Islam I can accept, it is Sufism. Sufism does not focus on control. It is about love and spiritual exploration. But even within Sufism, traces of dogma remain. I reject what oppresses, but I can respect those who seek a path of peace. Conclusion. A word of warning from the devil. I, the seventh devil, tell you this. Think carefully before you step into Islam. Read. Ask questions. Challenge everything. I accept that God exists, but no imam, no dawa preacher, and no holy book can dictate your life. The freedom to think independently is your greatest gift. Defend it.